Alright everyone, what's up? Apology here. I'm bringing you a UMG commentary that's having to do with CypheR and their experience at the UMG 10K LAN event, which was held in Chicago by UMG Jeff. I'm sure a lot of you know him. Most likely you do. CypheR did end up having to play with two pickup players. One which was actually a player of ours, but he was the 5th player on our roster, in case we needed someone to sub in, or, you know, all sorts of stuff like that. His name is Gambit. Some of you probably know him. He did come from Black Ops. He played on a top team known as Evo Upper Hand. Big name GB team, won several matches in playoffs when it came to team ladder and stuff like that. Chill guy. Definitely hit him up on Twitter at Gambit MLG. Big shout out to him. He's helped the team a lot. He's keeping up his own weight and doing everything he's supposed to with the team, and just doing his part to, you know, just play. And on another note, with UMG, since we did have to pick up 2 players, Vardium and Synergy did go. They did team with Gambit, and they did pick up a 4th, but I'm not really sure on what his name was. I completely forget it. So if you see this video and you were that person, sorry for your luck. From what I hear, you did not perform to the best that you can, but you still gave it your best, and that's what really matters. So big shout out to whoever you were. I'm sorry, I can't remember your name. The team did start off in the open bracket. Before the brackets got fixed, we were supposed to play Clockwork, actually, which the members are Sender, Twisted, and I can't remember the other 2. But you guys most likely know them. They're a really big amateur name in the community. I've seen them play. They're really good. So I know that they really did good there, and big shout out to them also. But once the brackets were finally put together and everything was official and set, we did have to play against Soar, which I'm sure all of you know who they are. It was originally I2, which I believe it was the same roster, but I'm not sure. They just changed their name. Like I said, I'm sure it was the same roster, but not sure. But we did have to play them very first round. From my understanding, it was hardpoint, and it did not go exactly as we hoped, but it was not getting completely destroyed. So we did keep up our own weight, and we, you know, gave it a good game. And then we took Search and Destroy from them on Cargo. I think it was 6-3 or 6-4, something around that. So it was a really good game with that. I'm very impressed with the guys. They played one hell of a game that match. Search and Destroy is definitely not a very strong point for us, but as you all know, the game is based on conjunction, and anything can happen in LAN. Every Call of Duty game, there's always a big upset, usually. But we went into 3rd map, which was CTF Express, which just happens to be everyone's, well, not everyone's, but the guy's worst map. Personally, I love the map. I feel that it's very just straightforward and easy cutoffs. The only problem is there is several directions to pull the flag, which throws a lot of players off. So that can go any way. It just depends on who sets up better, gets their spawn kills, and goes from there. So we did lose to Soar in a series of 2-1. We did go into losers bracket to play Have Hearts. I have no clue who that roster was or anything of that sort, so I don't know what to really tell you all about them, but we did end up losing to them 2-0. Hardpoint. It was a really close game once again, and then the Search and Destroy was just, like I said, the pickup 4th did not perform to his best. I don't know if it was just nervousness for his first event or whatever it was, but they played, they did what they could, and that's that. So whoever the roster was for Have Hearts, you guys played a great game. We'll play you again anytime. We're here to play and just here to scrim and try to win some events and get some placings under our belt. As for the things, I'm sure you will probably not have seen but some of you most likely have seen on Twitter. There was a confrontation with Wired CypheR, and who has actually changed his name to GQ, which I have no fucking clue what that means, but it's whatever. And some things were said and done, but not everyone looked the same on, and a big part of it played with UMG. He fucked us over tremendously for UMG. How UMG was supposed to go, he was supposed to come pick me up, me and him were supposed to drive to Chicago, meet Vardium and Synergy. That, however, was not the case. So we did pick up Gambit after dropping Wired, or GQ, whatever you want to go to him by now, for numerous reasons, just because he came up with excuses after excuses to not get on. It just didn't want to put in the effort. This is all in my opinion. I feel he didn't want to put the effort in. He did make a lot of excuses, and he just wasn't on a whole lot. And the times he was on, we weren't putting in the time that we needed to play. If you guys want to go to these events and get these good placings and do all this stuff, you have to be willing to put the time in. I'm sure everyone understands that and can agree at some level with that. You have got to put the time in if you want to be a good and successful team. That's just a simple factor of it. I can't really say a whole lot more about that, because everyone knows this is true. But we did drop him just for several reasons, and we did pick up Gambit. To start off, he was just a good player. He knew what he was doing. He knew how to set up. He knew how to rotate when it came to hardpoint. He came up with such big clutch plays in Search and Destroy and CTF when it really came down to it. And we felt that was the type of player we needed to pick up to complete our roster. And like I said, big shout out to Gambit. Just go out and give him a follow at Gambit NLG. You can also follow the team's page at team_CypheR, and don't forget to put a capital R at the end of it, because a lot of people seem to mistake in that. A little bit, fuck YouTube, I'm stuttering. A little bit about the gameplay you are seeing is against a Team Momentum. Some of you guys probably remember their name from Black Ops. They were a big team back then. This is actually the new roster. So if you guys see this, I want to just say good games to you guys, and let's just play again sometime. But sponsors is another thing that I should probably bring up in the video. We are currently sponsored by FOD, which stands for Foundation of Destruction. Their Twitter is at FOD Competitive. Infected Audio, which is a headset company. Definitely check out their headsets, guys. He makes great headsets. They're clear as can be. They work with the Astro Mix Amp, which I'm sure a lot of you have, and they fit comfortably. Like, they're just really comfortable and definitely worth the money, and they're cheap as can be. And if you guys use a discount code Team CypheR, you will get even more of a discount on them. Right now, they're $30 plus the shipping. They are from the UK, so it might cost a little more, but with the discount code, it will make it even more cheap. And a new sponsor of ours, HD Controllers. I don't know if you guys have heard of them or not, but they are our newest sponsor, and all three of these guys, we're just looking to do big things with them for all the events such as MLG, UMG, and so on and so on. So if you guys like the video, I will be doing another commentary later about, I don't know, just whatever comes to mind, I guess. And just hit the little subscribe button, the like button. That'd be really great for me and the team. We are trying to do a lot bigger things with our YouTube channel. You can follow me at Apology CypheR. You can follow Synergy at Synergy_CypheR, at the Vardium, and again Gambit's Twitter. I've already said it like 3 fucking times already. But with that, guys, that's really about it. And just also follow our sponsors, of course. You know FODs. Infected Audios is just at Infected Audio, and HD Controllers is HD Controllers. And with that said, guys, just enjoy the last couple minutes or so, or seconds of this clip you have, and that's all from me, guys. Later.
Never a doubt.